And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie, and it's Friday.
It is Friday, and we are in the house.
I think I heard the
Some visitors
alarm.
Yeah,
That's our doorbell. It's called a ring. It's called a bark.
yeah. We don't have. It doesn't have a camera on it. It's just a ring bark camera.
It's got two big brown eyes though. It makes a lot of racket.
Yeah, she remember you though if you come by and mess up.
Ooh boy,
Man.
that's Ellie on the alert there if something's going on outside. We'll find out what's going on here in just
Sister
a moment.
Sophie done come back.
Oh, that's
Don't
what it
leave
is.
me out here by myself. I don't know what y'all was thinking.
We're under a 2-dog protection program.
Yeah, we can't help it.
Good
We love
morning.
pets.
We do hope your day is going well. I teased this just a little bit ago. There's lots of talk about this old boy that is making it up from the grassroots in country music, I guess is what you would call it. It's not really country. It's just a soulful song. Richmond North of Richmond is the name of it. The guy's name is Oliver Anthony. Oliver Anthony is his name. It's shot to the top of iTunes. It's the #1 song, downloads. And he's released a statement, and we may need to talk to him, Odie, and explain to him what money's all about.
You know, I understand that you have a comfortable way of life.
In the woods.
In the woods, by yourself.
By your shed.
By your shed.
3 dogs and a goat.
Yeah. But
Wow.
for a couple of tour buses a year,
Woo.
and a show or two here and there.
This is his statement, and I'm going to put this up on the screen, and I'll read. He put one ugly word in that we won't repeat, but let's put this up. This is his words. He says, people in the music industry give me blank stares when I brush off $8 million offers. I don't want 6 tour buses, 15 tractor trailers, and a jet. I don't want to play stadium shows. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I wrote the music. I wrote it because I was suffering with mental health and depression. These songs have connected with millions of people on such a deep level because they're being sung by someone filling the words at every moment they were being sung. No editing, no agent, blank, just some idiot and his guitar, the style of music that we should never have gotten away from in the first place. Now, I agree with that part.
Oh, I do too. And
man, you could use a little cash, though.
It goes back to, money can't buy happiness.
No, and apparently he don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is you're going to have to prove it to me.
Man.
I want to see. But, I mean, he can make some money off of letting someone else sing his songs and getting him a royalty out of it. But $8 million?
He wouldn't have a worry financially for the rest of his life.
And the way he lives, you could do this for a couple of years and be set for. You could have a 2-story shed sitting out back.
You could. We'll see what becomes of this.
Yeah.
Very talented. One of the songs, if you go and listen on YouTube to him, is "I Ain't Got a Dollar." I almost like it more than I like Richmond North of Richmond. Good stuff.
I mean, hey.
What's his next move? We don't know.
And he may be able to make enough off of your iTunes and things.
Yeah.
But, hey, y'all listen to his music and support him. And
Anthony Oliver. Someone said, who is he? Go check this out. It's the biggest thing that has happened. Travis Tritt goes, wow. He's even talking about it.
Yeah, old Travis. Now, I like some Travis Tritt.
Travis was one of us, without a doubt. A good fella. Always liked dealing with Travis. He's never given any trouble to anybody.
All successful after seeing what fame does to some people, I can't blame him. And you're right. Some people take that clear to the head. Look at our other part that's made news yesterday. Britney Spears.
Divorce, and there's even rumors that the husband had an affair, or she had an affair with the cleaning crew or something.
Something like that. Well, at least she didn't shave her head this time.
That's true. That's true. There are some very confused folks.
Yeah.
And you know somebody I felt sorry for the other day? Because it has to be tough to have growing up life just really handed to you, and then one day you wake up and you ain't got nothing. And that would be Tori Spelling, the girl that was on 90210.
Yeah.
Living in
Yeah.
a camper now, and she grew up in a $1 billion home that was her dad's, and apparently he married somebody else and she got nothing.
You know, the Twilight Zone. I mean, Aaron Spelling brought in so much money. She never had to worry about a single thing. And yet now
she's living in a camper with her kids,
bad.
and that's a very small compartment. There for a week or two, they were in a $100 a night hotel, and it was almost if the media was poking fun at her, and that bothered me. Everybody, you can be here today and down here tomorrow, and that's why it's so important to be in touch with the guy upstairs. No matter what level you're on in your life, he's with you and will help you. But the media nationwide is ferocious, Odie. They kick
really
you when you're
is.
down.
And there's never, the Lord's going to bless you. And the better you are, I mean, that's you, and more power to you. And I have nothing against you. If you're one of those that go out and make $1 million a year, I'm good with that. That's you. If you're Donald Trump, make $100 million a year. I'm cool with that. That's you. I'm not going to sit here and hound you for being rich. The good Lord said he will bless us till our cup runneth over, right? He didn't say he's going to bless us till our cup gets full.
That's true.
He said, I'm going to bless you till your cup runneth over.
Sometimes I've knocked my cup over.
I do too, and spill it. We got to start back over again.
But I want to remind everybody of this. As I mentioned, we have ups and downs. And remember, your darkest hour, what you do defines who you are. Now think about that a moment. The worst point in time of your life, the decisions that you make, defines the person that you really are. Stand fast. Don't be swayed by something just because it looks good. Stay true to what you are during those dark hours, and you'll be okay on the other side. But it defines who you are. The decisions that you make. Do you knee jerk? Or do you stay on the path?
Yeah. How do you handle each one of these situations? And he may end up, Anthony Oliver may end up with more money than $8 million by sticking to his guns.
That's right.
Know.
We do not know.
But, man.
From the outside looking out, you go, how could a man do that? But sometimes there's answers that we don't know. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. It'd be something to keep up with.
Yeah, absolutely. As we begin this morning, let's see here. This would be horrible, and we hope it doesn't happen because we're already at a shortage. They just got some chips putting in cars. Detroit, looks like there's a possibility of a auto worker strike that would destroy it, drive car prices back up. Let's hope they work this out.
But, here's my thing.
People can't afford, let's just say it how it is, can't keep affording $75,000 cars. Not and eat and pay their light bill. I understand they want to make more, but you've also got to think of the common man. Who's making the money here? I don't know. But, gosh.
Well, in the day, a union was needed.
Yes.
Because of safety reasons. You had to have somebody that stood up and said, okay, no, we're going to have safety harnesses. We're going to have this. We're going to have that.
We can't work where we can't see,
work.
fatigued.
That's right. So we've got some things we're going to work on. Well, now laws have come in that make sure that that's done without a union. And I know there's a lot of people out there that support unions. And there may be a place for one. I don't know. But I know it's not into this. When a union wants to shut down an entire industry because they want the owners to come out and pay everybody an outrageous pay.
Yeah.
Give them all this extra benefits. Give them all this extra time off that's going to raise every single car purchase price.
And I don't think the average American can pay it.
No, look at what we're at now. This is crazy. If I was an auto owner, I'd say, here, look, I'm hiring for these people, and I'm paying X amount of dollars an hour. Do you want this job? Yeah, okay. Here's
here.
the hours you work, and this is what I expect of you. You willing to do that? Yeah. Come to work. You get through working, I pay you. You don't come to work, or you're not worth a flip, or you're not a great part of this team, and you're not doing your share, you hit the door, Jack.
But it doesn't always work that way, does it?
And these people take a portion of their money to pay somebody else to talk for them.
That's
I'd
true.
be done shut every one of them down. Daddy used to tell me all the time, says, son, you work for some, or if you don't like the way that man's doing business, start your own company.
If you think you can do it better.
If you think you can do it better. But if you don't have the money to start that, you better work for somebody until you can.
That's right. What was the old Dwight Yoakam song, I Got You? As he says in the song, it sure didn't seem to count for much after years of paying all those union dues when I got my layoff notice.
Yeah, now what are you going to do?
Yep. Scotty Ray and Odie, it is bright and early this Friday morning. Put a smile on. We got a lot of local headlines we're going to tell you about next as we begin this day. Let's get it going.
Hello, I am Justin J.J. Anders, and I'm running for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. I would like to thank everyone who came out in the August 8th primaries and voted for me. But our work is not done. I still need your vote. There's a Republican primary runoff election on Tuesday, August 29th. The Board of Supervisors is the business board of Lauderdale County. I'm a businessman with years of proven business experience. Please remember to vote for me, Justin J.J. Anders, on August 29th. I'm asking for your vote.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Enjoy the next hour and 15 minutes as you can. It's 66 right now as you're waking up. Headed for a high of 97 today, Odie. And over the weekend, it just gets worse and worse as we move up the ladder. And look at this. As we look around, we've got a lot of folks watching. Lauderdale, Terry Dean joining us there. Also, Brenda Gordon, good morning to you. We go to Hickory. Anybody from Hickory, Newton County?
Did y'all hear anything different?
What was that? Gunfire erupted last night, and this would happen in the Emmanuel Street area, the 400 block. Now, no one was shot. No one was injured that we're aware of at this time. We always follow these stories, and if there's something changes, we'll update you on that. But gunfire was heard. Again, nothing hit, no one injured. But still the same, something happened out there. Last night, as I told Odie, I'm getting to where the only person, I ran into your sister. Where were you?
Yeah, I forgot.
The third Thursday happened in Downtown Meridian yesterday. And as we go down to take a look at what's going on, I sometimes is not as good the next morning after staying out late.
Well, your alarm clock go off at 3 o'clock in the morning. You didn't get home till 11:20.
And then you go, ooh. Here's the band that played last night, and what a great crowd it was. Everybody enjoyed themselves. A lot of cars set up. As we move there, look who I found on the street.
Jack White out walking around.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at there.
Said he was going to do some recordings last night. And as we go over, here's the Fin Man. As you move over to the Max, they had the nighttime gig going on there with the farmers market. But we got a chance to walk around and just snap a few different pictures. There's somebody.
Charlene and Stella, look at there.
Look there. And as we go, there's the night market there. And
oh, Deb.
Deb was out and about also there. So many people out. I enjoyed seeing so many of you last night. I think there's some car shows this weekend also.
Oh, yeah, there's car show to help benefit Dunn's Falls tomorrow. So go out there. If y'all hadn't been to Dunn's Falls in a while, they have done a lot of work out there. And that place is nice. Camping, all kinds of stuff out there. And it's not just a couple dollars to get in. It's going to upkeep that. And that car show tomorrow is to help them keep that going. So go out there and support them for that car show tomorrow.
Absolutely. As we look around, we did have an accident on Highway 19 North yesterday afternoon as we pulled this up. Now, this would be at the red light there by Wally World. As we take a look there, there's a bird's eye view of it, a little fender bender there. Could have been a whole lot worse as we glance at this. But things like that happen. Now, we had a little bit bigger situation on Highway 45 out by Johnson Mobile Homes yesterday. Row, as this is right up from the Coca-Cola plant. As we take a look at this, there's a log truck, and we notice, what is that laying down there, Odie?
Yeah, looks like some of them good old communication lines.
Yeah, they're all over the place there. As we look at this, there it is. There's a closer view. Woof.
Ooh, yeah.
Now,
somebody got to put them there back together.
that's going to take a little while.
That's going to take a little while. And some little bitty wires.
It sure is, and a whole heap of them. I'm glad I'm not in charge of that being my job today.
That's the trigger. You're not going home early.
And let me show you this. Again, if you're ever out and about and you see this, never step on this. I read a story yesterday, California. There was a lady out walking with her dog. Right before daylight, she stepped on one of these and was instantly killed. Again, that's California, but that could happen here so quick. If it's a line, get away from it. And if you walk early in the morning, make absolutely sure to carry a flashlight so you know what's in front of you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of wire it is, you still don't want to step on it.
It's like somebody rearranging your furniture and you're trying to go to the bathroom in the dark.
Ooh.
It's a stump toe.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't you hate it when Angie's really bad about that? Just leave it alone. I mean, really, does it matter? Leave that piece of furniture where it is.
We'd get in trouble growing up because we'd move the chair around or something if we were going to watch a movie, and boy, Mama would get so mad because she had an old poodle that was blind.
Yeah.
And she would, if you moved anything, she would jump our case because the dog knew how to get around the way that the house was set up, and you wasn't going to change nothing to make her run into anything. Oh, she would tear us up. So I grew up, we didn't move nothing.
We had another fender bender yesterday on 22nd Avenue as you go up there. This would be at B Street. Years ago, and correct me if I'm wrong, isn't this the old Vans photo building?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what that was.
Yep.
But right there, we had a little fender bender there yesterday. Nothing serious, but fender bender's still the same there. They got
now they do nails.
Is that what goes on there?
Yeah, you walk in, they go, Piccola.
I was going along the other day and I thought, where's Van's photo? And then I realized, there's no such thing anymore as getting film developed. Walmart may, if you have something from 20 years ago, develop it for you, but my, how technology has changed.
Yes,
that did
nothing
away.
like that.
It did away with an entire business, didn't it?
Oh yeah, because you used that was a
The
big
1
thing.
hour photo.
Would you like that done in 1 hour or come back tomorrow? Oh no, I got to have this today.
We got some birthdays starting to trickle in. Here's one here. Katie's having a birthday.
Man, Vicky Rose's granddaughter having a happy birthday, so have a happy birthday. And we have Tammy Vincent Robinson's got a birthday today. Dennis ought to be spending some money on her and getting her took care of. And Miss Brenda Gordon said she's got her 68th birthday coming up Sunday. And now it's early in the morning.
Yeah.
But she wanted us to sing happy birthday. I don't know.
We can't sing.
We can't sing.
We're horrible at that.
But we'll definitely say
Happy birthday.
How about that?
All
now,
right.
we've got a special anniversary.
Who is it?
The Vince Vincent and Amy Vincent has got their 5th anniversary today. Number 5. And Vince is the fire marshal for the City of Meridian Fire Department.
I know Vince.
So, yeah. Now, if you're careful, if you're not looking down, you might miss him. But
Odie's on one today.
But
It's
he
already
knows I love
started.
him. He knows I love him.
Oh,
Yeah, happy anniversary to you two.
hope it's a big one for y'all.
All right, bye-bye.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we get this day underway. A lot of folks having these birthdays and things this weekend, aren't they?
Yeah, we don't know how many years it's been, but Gene and Kathy McCarty has got a anniversary today. So, man, that's awesome. Happy anniversary.
I'm not sure how all this works, but as we look at the story that we were telling you about that went on in Brookhaven of the FedEx truck, they have declared it in trial a mistrial. Now, that means they can bring this back up again.
That's correct. That's correct. But a whole new jury's got to come in.
So,
And,
first one to strike on this to where they couldn't come to an answer on it, mistrial.
It was something about the detective got up there and said some things and talked about some things that was already stricken and not supposed to be talked about in court, and he did it anyway. And when that happened, the judge says,
It was
Look,
about some firearms inside their houses that had nothing to do with the case.
right, had nothing to do with what was going on, and so he was painting a bad picture on top of everything else. And the judge says, look, I have no choice. I mean,
It's got to go.
we can't continue on because of what the prosecution did.
I
So
bet they're not happy with him this morning.
no, can't. I bet he won't get back up there and say a whole lot more than what he's supposed to.
What do they say? I always answer yes or no. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Nothing
Wasn't
else.
me.
Wasn't me. They made a song about that. We got you on camera. Wasn't me.
You know, and folks, I really try. I went back the other day, watched that video, and there's two people singing it, and one of them I have no idea what they're saying. I don't even know the name of the two that sing it, but I can't. I do not speak his language.
Yeah, well, I don't either. All I can know is
And he goes, wasn't me, and I'm like, it's kind of like country music. Don't understand that anymore either.
Baby Doug said Shaggy was his name.
Shaggy, okay, there. We Hancock County, Mississippi. They are sentencing a former deputy to 30 years in jail, Odie. 30 of them. Why? Child porn is what happened there. Deputy is off to the jailhouse now.
If they know he did it, why are we feeding him for 30 years?
Once he's out, he'll be have to be supervised from there on. But 30 years, he'll get out.
I think he needs to go talk to the maker.
Yeah, they on that charge. That's not that they don't even throw that on that charge there. But
That's another
in
problem.
jail. But it's bad when you have law enforcement that goes haywire.
Yeah.
And let's not forget about the Dirty Six out of Jackson, Mississippi, that are on trial that have all pled guilty. They took the law into their own hands. It was like, if you remember one of those original Dirty Harry shows where they tried to get Dirty Harry to join the gang, and he goes,
I ain't part of that.
He goes, our system isn't perfect, but it's the only one we got. Something like that. I forget how.
Yeah.
And that happened in the state of Mississippi. That's national headlines if you hadn't watched it. They did whatever to get answers they wanted. Now, did probably somebody not tell the truth to make them stop? I'm sure.
Oh, you know it.
You tell me, in any case that they've ever had anything to do with, it's probably going to be out now.
Let me thrown out. Yeah.
So we will have an overflow of people getting out of jail probably now.
Yeah, that was, and that needs to be full extent. I mean, that needs to, what our old buddies say with Andy Griffith, nip it in the bud.
Yep.
But you do something with a child like he did, there's not but one thing needs to take care of you.
Yeah, Lord have mercy.
And, man, you take care of that and these criminals start thinking, wait a minute, now, I don't just get a slap on the hand and a biscuit.
Something
I'm going to have
bad's
to
going
pay for my crime. I'm going to stop doing this crap.
Yeah, we wish they would. We just got in, FYI, a log truck wreck on Highway 11, just south of the gas plant there in Enterprise.
Ooh.
So use caution again. Enterprise is where we are. A log truck accident. We've got police on the scene, emergency officials there working it. Be careful approaching this. Again, just past the Enterprise gas plant entrance there.
Yeah, we've still got buses out and about right now, so I'm sure that traffic's not going to be good. So if you can, jump on the interstate and come around that way.
We also see that, now this is going to affect a lot of people that camp, that go to these places each weekend. State of Mississippi yesterday passed an ordinance that says that at a state park, you can't have a campfire. You can't burn anything because Smokey the Bear says, well, things could catch on fire.
And people don't take responsibility when they burn stuff real good, and they leave it hot and walk away. So it's best right now. It's extremely, extremely dry.
Yes.
Even if we get rain, it's still dry enough to cause a fire. And the last thing we need is fire to start running across our county or our state, like what's going on in Hawaii.
And I didn't know about the fines, but you can be fined anywhere from $100 to $500 depending upon what they decide.
The first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a little fine with this if you're caught burning during these burn bans.
Yeah, if you can get somebody to write you a ticket.
And they could there. As we look at this across the state of Mississippi, and I don't know much about this, but as we get into the insurance, Medicaid, they've dropped another 22,000 Mississippians because of paperwork issues. People need their insurance, that's for sure. One of the most, used to they'd say your house is your biggest investment. Now I think it's your health insurance. Has anybody paid their premium lately, paid attention to what this stuff costs? It's awful. I don't know where we're headed into the United States. You remember as we were kids, you hear stories of, well, my dad paid for me.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as
Yes.
being able to go to a hospital and paying for a childbirth or a surgery anymore. If you don't have insurance, you pay the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, you don't have that little bit sit back for a little rainy day to be able to pay and you're done.
But used to, seriously, people would go to the hospital. If they had surgery, they could pay $1,500, and that was it. And they were gone. They were out. Those days are gone, Odie.
Well, you went to the hospital and you paid the hospital.
Yeah.
It's like going to McDonald's and buying a hamburger and something to drink. You walk out. You pay $8 now for a meal and you're done. Well, if they went and used what the hospitals do, you'd have to pay McDonald's for the food.
Right.
Then the cash
cook.
register for ringing it up, the cook for cooking your hamburger, the person that put the bun and the meat together and put it in a package, the person who scooped up the fries, the person who salted the fries, the person who came
You've
out
hit
to
the
you.
nail on the head.
And that's where we've got a problem. If you're a doctor, you've got some school and you put your life on hold.
We
and I
understand
think
it.
you need to get you a paycheck. I'm with you.
Yep.
Because you do some things I'm not. But when you go to work for a hospital, the hospital tells you this is what we pay you. We're going to pay you $150,000 a year or $200,000 a year or whatever it is. And when I go to the hospital, I pay the hospital and they pay the doctors and the nurses and all that other stuff. I ought to get one bill.
Yeah, that's right. But you can't
Not
do that
20
now.
of them.
You will pay a bill off, and then 6 months later, you get a bill that you didn't even know existed. We all know that happens. Where does this? How is it ever going to be straightened out? I don't have the answers. But boy,
You can't do it with Democrats in the office, and you can't do it with every Republican.
no.
You really need it's past Republican, it's past Democrat.
And
it's
also that deal of to where they were trying to say, well, you could buy insurance anywhere in the United States, and you go back to where it's not. Something needs to be done on that because it's like a monopoly at this point. We all know that.
Yeah.
We'll see what becomes of it, but that's the latest update that we have on insurance. It's high, it's expensive, and we realize that. Hang in there. And is the ERs and things abused? I know we're seeing comments about that. They are. We do know that.
Yeah,
there's people
abusing.
there's nothing wrong with them that goes to the hospital and then people don't get paid. We get it.
There's people who call the ambulance, and when the ambulance drives up, they walk out there past their 3 or 4 cars with their suitcase. This is no lie. This actually happens.
I know where you're
Take me to
fisting.
the hospital. Can you stop at the store and get a pack of cigarettes on the way? This happens.
It does. He's not lying.
Get your butt in your own car and take your own butt to the doctor, not the ER, the doctor.
I just don't know where all this will go. If we can put a man on the moon, surely we can figure out a way to where make it affordable for folks to have insurance and go to the hospital when they need to. More coming up with Scotty Ray and Odie as we start this wonderful Friday. Woo, woo, woo. Interstate Auto, conveniently located on North Frontage Road in Meridian, right down from IHOP, has a large selection of late model cars and trucks just waiting on you. You may be in the market for an SUV or a family sedan to fit all the kids in. And a huge selection of trucks, whether it's a Ford, a GMC, a Chevrolet, a Dodge Ram that you're looking for, or an economical Toyota truck. Inventory changes daily at Interstate Auto. From a minivan to a sporty 4-door sedan, Interstate Auto has what you need, North Frontage Road, Meridian. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need, with a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie. And we were sitting here during commercials discussing things that happened. There was a weird movie one time, maybe not weird, but it was freaky. It scared me, Final Destination. And you look at things that happen in life and you go, well, that was their time. As we look at a news story that happened in Jackson, Mississippi, I don't know how else to explain this, Odie.
No, that's the only way you can. I mean, this was, when it's your time, it's your time. I mean, I truly believe when the Lord's ready, he's going to come get you.
But the story is, it's a man riding his bicycle down the edge of the road on I-20. A guy is traveling on the interstate, and the trailer that he is hauling comes unhooked, runs off the road, runs over the man on the bicycle. Condolences to the family. This is horrible. You just don't hear these things.
No, not at all. It is. I mean, that's just, wow.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
we
sad.
thought we would share that with you. Now, as we move to this day in history, I have to point this out. This all began in 1920, and this is 2023, and I really think we've gone back. I think we've taken away the rights of all these ladies, especially when we get into sports. All of what these ladies did in the beginning has gone to waste of what we've got now. And if I'm wrong, somebody speak up. These ladies were very vocal. I'm not hearing from this group now as we go back to look at this, Odie, as the Ninth Amendment was ratified where women could vote.
I mean, yeah. Well, here's my thing. They fought to get a right to vote. And y'all know what I'm fixing to say. Ain't but 39% of you get up off your butt and go vote.
That's true.
So what did they fight for? What does our men and women now in the military fight for, except for you to sit on your butt? But
Well, let's go a step further here. Now there's men wanting to be women, and these women aren't speaking up going, wait a minute, you're infringing on my rights. I'm not hearing that. Everybody's just kind of sitting back going, well, I don't want to talk about that. Something's going on, y'all. But
he says my wife gets up and fixes me breakfast at 5 o'clock in the morning. My wife make sure my clothes are laid out. My wife does anything I ask.
She drives a big old Lincoln Continental.
Brand new every year.
She has a lady that does her nails twice a week. And who are we talking about?
And when I leave, she can go back to bed. Ask Mama if she wants y'all to change anything.
Jerry Clower. And that was called the she. I think it was called the she-coon is what he called it.
The she-coon, yeah.
It was a lady that was liberal rights and all of this, and he sat in a green room with all this. He goes, Mama don't want this mixed up.
Mama don't want to change nothing.
As we look back, one of the greatest, the Electric Horseman. His birthday was today. Who am I talking about? Robert Redford. All the ladies thought he was it in a bag of chips back in the day, but Robert Redford celebrates a birthday today. 1936. It's hard to believe that Redford could be that old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's shocking.
Wow.
Time gets away from us. You'll remember this guy.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he was on Roseanne, and he was also, if I'm not mistaken, on 2.5 Men there for a little while. He had a reoccurring role there. Martin Mull.
I do remember him on that one. I've seen him on a couple of more.
Yeah, he's been in movies and this, that, and the other. But he has a birthday today. But definitely had a little role there on 2.5 Men back when Charlie was there.
Yeah.
This guy frequented Meridian quite a bit. Ladies loved him. He was a man's man. There's no doubt about it. Everybody got along with this guy. Who am I talking about? He would have had a birthday today. Patrick Swayze.
Yes, he was in Meridian an awful lot. Stayed a lot in Newton. Of course, he kept horses in Newton.
Yeah. Roadhouse, Ghost, and the list goes on north and south of movies that he was in. Just a all-around good person. You can't say enough about. And folks, he worked to almost his dying breath there. He did a movie there when he wasn't even able to walk, to stay busy and keep going. Love me some Patrick Swayze there. A man's man, a men among men, as they used to say there. Well, San Francisco, 1964 was a big day. First time that they would land an aeroplane in the United States, and people would go absolutely nuts. Now, I wouldn't have been one of them that did it, but I know that there's those of you who loved them. The Beatles landed in San Francisco. 9,000 folks was pressed against the fence to see them arrive. That's a heap of folks.
That's a heap of folks.
Yeah. 1969, this guy would come. You're going to Slater. I know the name. This guy's been in so many different movies, I couldn't begin to name them all. But Christian Slater was born on this day. This makes him, what, about 54, roughly?
Yeah.
So
yep, that'd be it, 54.
Happy birthday to him as well. Now, this one, I know that y'all know this guy. He's been in several other, but the movie, the TV show that made him would be The Cosby Show.
Oh, yeah.
Jamal, I believe is how you pronounce it, Warner. He was the brother in the TV show.
He's the one that always got in trouble.
Yeah, sure was. Dr. Huxtable.
Yeah, Huckabee.
Huxtable.
Huxtable.
I cannot say it properly.
Yeah, Huxtable. Something like that.
Let's see, Robert Redford. What was it? What's his name? Mickey Gilley mentioned, don't the girls get prettier at closing time?
Oh, yeah.
Because, he made the reference that even Robert Redford needs an overhaul. Overhaul. Not overall. Whoops. 1973, this was a big song. It was huge.
Yeah.
Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man. They get together every chance they can. Well, the river don't look too wide. He jumps in to swim. If you haven't ever heard this song, y'all check it out.
Go back and listen to it.
That was big. Conway Twitty and Loretta, first lady of country music there. Boy, boy, boy. 1990, what was on the cover of TV Guide? This was big, and somehow or another it's kind of gone to the wayside. I never see it on reruns anymore, but if you'll go back, Designing Women as the Sugar Bakers. Wasn't that
That's it, Sugar Baker.
Oh, was on the cover of TV Guide.
Dixie
Carter?
Dixie Carter.
This is Major Dad's wife. She was married to Hal Holbrook, and the other two, I can't remember who they were married to, but they were real nice, and it was a funny show.
It was.
It worked. We mentioned this guy's name. He could play basketball. There's no doubt. And it was like, wow, look at him go. He could have almost been a Harlem Globetrotter. As we go back, Larry Bird retired in 1992. Man. He was Mr. Basketball back in the day.
I liked some Harlem Globetrotters.
Man, if you make Scooby-Doo...
You dead gum right. When you and I mean, they were reoccurring.
Yeah. Can you do the whistle? I can hear it in my head, but I can't get it
tell you
out.
now. I can't put it out.
And
Oh yeah.
do they still exist? The Harlem Globetrotters? Have they got new
Yeah,
members?
they've got some new ones out there. They actually came to West Lauderdale,
Really?
years ago and played our team, and I mean it was.
They were good with basketball.
The tricks they did and all that, they would really mess with you, and it was just
It was really for
funny.
somebody to look up to, is what that whole thing was about. The Harlem
Exactly.
Globetrotters.
It was comedy and fun, and they was teaching you a lesson, but it was great.
Yeah.
And they traveled all over the place.
Margot says his name from the Cosby Show was Theo. You're right.
Yep,
Now,
Theo.
I'm going to be honest with you. I know no one personally named Theo as a first name. Do you know anybody named that?
I don't think so.
It's amazing how you go, I've never heard that before. That's one of those. Back in 03, and gosh knows, this doesn't seem like 03, but somebody would have a number one and be his first there. Jimmy Buffett, Alan Jackson were on top of the charts with It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere.
And that was his first number one song.
It was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett there. As we look here, that kind of wraps up what happened in history on this day. Maybe you remember a thing or two about all of that.
Yeah.
Hope it brought a smile to your face. We'll be right back with more headlines.
Bring on long days, sweltering heat, and acres that just won't end. Exmark mowers were born to deliver legendary reliability, signature cut quality, and stubborn durability that refuses to give in. Because like you, Exmark mowers were built for this. Visit your local dealer or explore an Exmark online for special finance offers available now.
Need an expert to repair a rock? Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Will Parker is your local lawyer located here in Meridian. If you've been in an auto accident, see Will and get the help you deserve. Will explain your rights. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Will Parker, your local lawyer, 2110 Front Street, Meridian. I promise you, I think these cups get smaller by the day. This coffee runs out quicker than you know.
Yeah, because there's somebody in there drinking some of mine, too.
We got us, what was it, like the Three Bears. Somebody been drinking my coffee.
All right, we got another birthday, and all we have is Amanda. So if you're Amanda and you live in Louisiana and you're 57 today,
Well, happy birthday.
your friend Ava says, happy birthday.
Didn't know this. Theo is short for Theodore.
Well, no, I did know
Theodore Roosevelt. I didn't realize that.
that. Yeah.
There's a lot of times that names getting shortened I didn't know. Thank
I
you.
know a
Appreciate
couple
that.
Theodores, but they don't go by Theo.
And Harlem Globetrotters, 4 women on it?
Yeah, Baby Duck says we've got 4 women on the Harlem Globetrotters.
I did not know
That's pretty
that.
good.
And I was sitting here trying to remember all of their names of, when Scooby was on there. And, Phyllis Diller
man.
also made Scooby-Doo.
Yes, lots of times.
Yep. So
But yeah.
thought y'all might want to know that. Where are the best places and the worst places to live? They've released it, and I know that this is not going to shock many. As we look at the top, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New Hampshire. At the bottom of the list, let's go ahead and throw Mississippi and Louisiana in there.
Well, that's because the ones who came out with that were from Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New Hampshire.
I think they took the survey in the wrong place. Let me and Odie do these surveys. We will make it better
Man,
for you.
Yes, because I'm going to tell you right now, Honduras will be at the top of a list over there. Man, if you haven't visited Honduras, you need to go. Absolutely love it.
We're at the bottom 5 there as we look at this 5 best and worst states of livability is the way they word it.
Well,
it's not so bad if you're watching from another state. It's not bad at all.
Leave us alone.
We get up in the morning. We have a great time. Now, of course, we don't have a lot of manufacturing here. We'd like to have a little bit more. Don't get us wrong. But we're trying to get some folks in here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Y'all just don't know what y'all missing is what it is.
South of that Mason-Dixon line is a lot of fun. Y'all come down and
You got
visit
that
when you
right.
can there. Let's look at a few other stories that are coming across here. This is tragedy. As we see this at lakes and ponds to where there's a rope and you jump out on it and jump in the water. A reporter from California did just that. The rope broke and she fell 30 feet and she died. You don't even think of that could happen. But after it's been there for years, it can happen. And then, bless her heart, she lost her life. Folsom Lake is where that happened in California.
That is terrible.
It is there.
Greg Gulffield.
He is funny. And if I'm not mistaken, still has the #1 show of talk shows now. He beats all the rest of them at night.
Well, I used to watch him on the Five, I think is what it was.
Before he got his own show.
Yep.
He jokingly put out this week, and y'all can disagree or be mad at him, however you want to. And he goes, the problem with America is we've gotten a lot of ladies in politics, and they're soft on crime. Is he right or is he wrong? Or is it just strictly parties that do this?
I mean, it could be a little bit of both.
But I'm telling you, when it comes to crime and murder and anything to that, don't be soft in any shape, form, or way. It's like your child, and we all know this, child, grandchild, if you're soft, they don't turn out so good. If you're stronger and teach them right from wrong, they'll be a better person and better for society.
And they'll love you more.
Yeah, and that's what needs to happen in America. We are way too soft on everything. Well, I hurt somebody's feelings. Well, get over it. It's time for America to grow up again.
Well, people, and my take on the voting is, why did we only have 39% go vote on a huge local race? We only had 39% because everybody else is not affected by nothing. You still got up, went to work. You still came home and had dinner with your family. You took your kids to the ball game, and everybody's used to, we're the government. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about this. Let us handle the everyday things. You go on about your life, nothing's going to happen. And they don't pay attention to any kind of news. They really don't know what's going on because they don't want to pay attention to what's going on. And so they say, well, nothing affected me, so I'm just not going to vote. And until people are personally affected, they're not going to voice their opinion. The thing is, you're personally affected each and every day. You just don't pay attention enough
that's
to
what
what's really going on.
This whole show is about that, of how it affects you, whether it's on a local level or on a state, national level. The stories that we bring about in some shape, form, or way are going to touch your life, and that's why they're chosen to be talked about.
Yeah.
Something to think on there, without a doubt there.
No more national anthem in school.
Oh, boy. Doesn't that get under your crawl?
It does. It does. Teach our kids the importance about being a Mississippian and an American.
You ever looked around when somebody plays the national anthem and looked how many people don't have their hat off or their hand over their heart? That's disturbing.
Yeah, because when none of them taught, too much trouble to do it at home.
That's right.
Here's something I found this last night.
What's that? A ham sandwich?
This is scary. No, I wanted to, but Amy told me I had to cook something good, so I cooked. Here's something very scary. In Fresno, California, this was 2 weeks ago when it really came out. March 25th is when they found it. They found an illegal COVID lab that's been operating for years, testing COVID, doing tests on pregnancy tests and COVID tests. Had over 1,000 mice that they were using to study this stuff. Illegal. They don't know if any of this stuff got out or not sure what's all going on, but finally got shut down by the health department.
That's good.
And it is connected with Wuhan.
Ooh.
And nobody is giving any answers. They're hiding everything. Go on YouTube and type in California COVID lab.
See what comes up.
Ooh, press conferences and everything else from a mayor, everything. And if y'all don't think our government, who's got most everybody hoodwinked because we're going to take care of you, is doing the right thing, look at what's going on.
Angie says it best there, Miss Angie Peacock. She says the worst phrase ever. I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
That was Ronald Reagan's favorite deal.
It was. Scotty Ray and Odie, good morning.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
I know you've seen these signs around town. Well, they're all over the place. Snowden Company. So many people trust them. Amanda and her team there. If you're looking for a home, wanting to upgrade, change, speak to Amanda and her team first. Find that dream home. I saw one yesterday that just got a sign out. West Lauderdale area. Y'all get in touch with them. Newcomer there, as we welcome Jeremy too there. Homes from, Enterprise all the way out to Dalewood. You'll find it there. They're all over the place there. If you're looking for West Lauderdale, you're looking for Enterprise, maybe it's just Clarkdale area. Speak to Amanda and her team and let them find out, show you around. 453-3937 is the number to call. They'll be closed this weekend by appointment tomorrow and shut down on Sunday. They got to go to church. Check them out. That's Snowden & Company. For any home, you'll see these sold signs all around. They'll take care of you. Again, that's Snowden & Company Real Estate here in Meridian.
Wish list. Just give them a wish list and they do the work.
Now, Odie, another thing that is happening nationwide and is up to, I think, 37 at this point. You've heard the name Wells Fargo, haven't you?
Yes.
We're starting to see that 37 stores have shut down in 16 states so far. Is it banking? You know, we've heard the interest rates possibly could go up. We're watching all these little sideline stories that happen nationwide as we see that interest rates may hit 8% before long. What happened to the 0% financing on cars? You don't see that anymore either.
No. We don't. There's not a whole lot of cars, and so they give you a low interest, but not zero, because I'll see that mainly may be coming in the future again, because if the whatchamadoodle gets their way and jacks up everybody's benefits, and they have to charge more on vehicles. The sales of vehicles going to go down. The production is going to stay the same or go up. There's going to be more cars out there than people want to buy, so they're going to have to do something, and they'll go back to that 0%. But here's the thing. I don't care about that interest. I looked at buying a new truck.
Yeah.
Just a general truck, nice truck, plain Jane, nothing, no bells and whistles and all that. $600 a month.
And that's cheap nowadays.
For 6 years is what, you remember old Flo? I told him, you can kiss my grit. I'm not paying that. Y'all have lost your ever-loving mind. And as long as y'all keep going out and paying $600-700 a month for a vehicle, that's what they're going to cost.
But Odie, I'm hearing people having to pay $1,500 a month in car notes now. And when me and Angie first got married, $250 was an average car note. Those days are gone.
Yeah.
And that was a 4-year note. It's just, you can't. How's the average working family going to afford this?
They're not.
That's tough. That's tough. Which that makes it to where the used car industry goes up and up and up and up.
And that's getting out of control.
It is.
It's just
8-year-old, 10-year-old, 15-year-old vehicle still going for $30,000, $35,000. Whoa.
Yeah. Man, it's going to have to be a complete bubble up in there because it's going to bust.
I don't know why he chose the state of Mississippi, but one of these professional storm chasers, Jason Morgaman, He is a big storm chaser, they say. He has built his home on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and he says it is hurricane-proof, can withstand 200-mile-an-hour winds.
Hey.
Now, I've looked at the material, and, Odie, that looks just like regular tin. I would expect it to be a concrete home. I don't apparently know enough about this.
There's got to be, and I tell you, that porch right there, that's a lip for wind to get in and stuck straight on off of there. So he's got to have some kind of hidden something that I'm just not looking at.
Yeah, and he says reinforced as we look at the inside of the home. It's not, to me, it's steel and concrete walls is what withstands a hurricane. But Daily Mail reporting this from the great state of Mississippi as we pull this up. Look at that. It's not much difference there.
No.
As you look at that home, that's metal and looks like the average house.
Yeah, if I was going to build on the coast, and I told Amy if we moved to the beach that it was going to be concrete. I wasn't going to build something with or without insurance. I'm not building something to blow away. I'm sorry.
Can you even get insurance on the coast?
Oh, yeah.
You can? Oh, you just pay for it. Is that, oh, yeah, that's what I got out of that.
But, and I don't know, you know, she's an accountant for a big insurance firm, so she doesn't sell policies and all. But I do know that if there's some places down there that's, and now homes are expensive down there. There's $30,000 a year for insurance. Yeah. And when they say a
Elizabeth.
And when they say $200,000 deductible,
they mean it.
They mean when you bring me a receipt that you spent $200,000, then we'll pay your insurance.
Wow. Yeah, the average old boy ain't gonna be able to do that.
So no, so
that is wow.
And now, as soon as that hurricane crosses over and is in the Gulf of Mexico, all bets are off. You cannot buy insurance if your check has not been sent. Yours is not renewed.
Now, let me ask this. I'm not joking. Will we start to see homes being built? And this is just a question, Odie. I'm not sure. I know steel would stop it, but houses that are bulletproof to where drive-by shootings, to where somebody shoots in your house that it doesn't penetrate a wall. Are we looking at steel being put in between there, or is there another material that would stop bullets from entering a home? I see that in the future.
Yeah, there's
of home building too.
Golly,
Kevlar.
Kevlar. You can have Kevlar wrap. It'd be like weathering that goes on the outside in between your wood and your brick. I see them wrapping a house in Kevlar.
Eventually, that day will come.
Yeah.
When it's affordable to most. But something's got to be done, and that is a protection there. Bulletproof windows eventually will come.
Oh, yeah.
Not trying to scare anybody, but we're just looking at national stories and where things are headed in America.
And if you're building a house and you're going to build it, go ahead and look and see what the cost is to go ahead and put bulletproof glass in it.
Yeah.
Not saying it's going to be real cheap, but, I mean, you're building a brand new home. Everything's there. Why not look at it? Because you're right. It's crazy.
Things, the world that we live in is changing dramatically.
Now, that bulletproof window, it's not just for a bullet. If you live out in the country, that could, and we have a tornado, that could stop a tree branch from coming through. So there's more uses for it
than just that.
But if you live inside the city, or any city, not just here, but you live in the big cities,
yes, sir,
you might want to look at some bulletproof for the bullets.
Absolutely. We say happy birthday to Zoe. We didn't get a last name for Zoe, but we do wish you a very big happy birthday.
6 years old, I believe. Terry's granddaughter, is that the one?
I believe so.
I believe so. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we can't thank each and every one of y'all enough as we begin the weekend. It's officially here, 7:58 already this morning as we head toward this.
Man, that's it. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tonight and tomorrow, Why Not Motorsports Park for the Southern Street Stock Nationals. This is a huge event. Go out there. You won't be disappointed. Stay cool because the sun's out and ain't no trees over a racetrack. But
It's going to be a lot of fun there and televised.
It
It's
is.
it's
Yeah.
a big deal for Meridian to host such a big event, and we say a big thank you to Rodney for putting this together. It's big. Y'all will see a lot of more traffic in weekend. This weekend, definitely in town. So enjoy it. Hope you have fun. Zoe Williams is the name we were looking for.
Zoe Williams, that's it.
So-
Well, we'll, golly, it's that time. Our
It is.
time's up. We'll be back in 71 hours. We love y'all. We'll see y'all Monday. Have a great weekend.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.